Hello everyone and welcome back to another Stormworks update video. In this video we'll be covering the update as of today, which is 0.9.32. As always, we'll go over new features and changes we've made and finally we'll test through them out here in the world of Stormworks. Now, if you're enjoying these videos, comment below and let me know else you'd like to see any of my future videos. While there, don't forget that like and subscribe button and click the little bell icon to notify my upcoming content as soon as it gets posted. So all said, let's get straight into it and start with this week's update. So to get started with this week's update, the devs have gone and added a new feature. Now, this was kind of meant to come last week, but it ended up coming this week instead, and that's going to be the new monitor resolution here in game. Now, before we used to have a pretty much a 64 by 64 resolution. As you can see here, not the greatest, pretty blocky, not so great. Now with this new resolution, you can enable it by just going into your settings here. Just go to your settings and see at the bottom you have your monitor quality. You can scale this up to medium and high. I'm just going to jump it straight onto high and we're going to have a look at it. Please note that a message from developers is that you will need quite a beefy computer, especially if you have creations with multiple monitors. Obviously, this does take more and more toll on your system the higher the quality and the more cameras and the more monitors you have. I've just ramped it all the way up to high, and as you can see here, the quality is amazing in comparison to what it was before. This is pretty much a one-to-one, pretty much replica in game. It's absolutely amazing. Now, with this only affects the actual cameras and monitors. This does not affect Lewis scripts at all. We still have the normal 32 by 32, 64 by 64, etc. Your Lewis scripts are going to work and function as they normally did. The only difference is obviously the cameras. You can see the quality is much better. Now this is going to make a huge obviously benefit for us, especially with our creations with like drones, for example, or planes or helicopters, anything that we have like a gimbal camera on, or anything that we're using the camera for primary purpose, not just secondary but primary vision. This is going to be extremely useful. Obviously you can now replace windows with screens instead to actually drive or fly, to do pretty much anything you want. So that is really cool. They've gone and added this in. Obviously, as I said earlier, if you want to enable it, just go over to your settings, enable the monitor quality here to high or to medium. You can see here if I put it to medium, it's still really good in comparison to what it was, but I recommend you leave it on high. But that's just my opinion. Obviously test it out. If you're getting a little lag, lower it down. It's up to you and obviously your system. Now that wasn't the only thing they announced today. It was the only update for Stormworks, but the devs did announce that they have ended their partnership with Greenman Publishing. Now they've been with Greenman Publishing for pretty much about 2 years now, and they've been doing everything. So you could buy the game either on Greenman Publishing website or on Humble Bundle. Otherwise, you could also buy it on Steam and a couple other places. Now, they have mentioned that moving forward, this will no longer be available. The only place you'll be able to actually get the copy of the game will be on Steam. They are looking at alternatives at the moment, but officially Steam is the only place where you can buy this game. For those of you that bought it on other places, it's still going to work. It's still going to be active. Don't worry, you're not going to lose the game. So that's good. Along with that, they've also said that they will be taking the marketing into their own hands. So I expect to see some different marketing from them maybe in the future. So I'm interested to see what's going to happen with that. But that's pretty much about it for this week's update. The devs have said they are continuing to working on the next update that's going to be coming very shortly. Obviously last week we had a little bit of a sneak preview into that, but that will be coming very shortly as they said. But in the meantime, we have monitors. Big thumbs up for that one. Really happy to see it, and I'm sure a lot of players will be also happy to see that. And let's go ahead and let's wait for the next update that's going to come along here in Stormworks. So that's it for this week's update. If you want to see a full list of the changes and fixes, make sure to go check out the announcement in the Stormworks official Discord server. And thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and found it so entertaining and informative as always, and we'll see you in the next one.